Hello, my friends. I am going to do another pearl dump, but it's going to be crazy. I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different colors. I just need to use up. I really do. They've just been sitting in these cups from previous, pours that I've done, and I really want to use them up. Let's just do it. Let's see what we're going to get out of this. I couldn't even tell you if I'm going to get pearls out of this one. I'm hoping they're all to the right consistency. Not sure, but let's get to pouring and I'll find out. And I'm starting out with like a Deco Art pearl. I had some goobers in this. I hope. Yep, see, look, that was one that just came out just then. Oh, how disgusting. Where are you? Look at you, you little goober you. Okay, so moving on. This is Folk Art Fire Opal. Let's put that down in there. And see, I still have so much left. I've got to use these up. Maybe I'll try them in with a Dutch pour or something. This one, not a whole lot left. I don't even know what it is. It is, let's pour that in there. I believe that was a Deco Art, like Festive Red. This is Ice Blue by Deco Art. It's going to be a lot of paint for this little bee of canvas. This is only, I believe, a 12 by 16. Let's use this up. This is the Folk Art Majestic Gold. It's a very deep gold. Yay, that's good. Now this one I haven't used yet. I've been holding off on it. It's Folk Art Antique Copper. Oh, please tell me that's thin enough. Yucky. I think it might need to be thinned out just a hair. I think that's a hair. This is antique copper and it looks purple. So can't figure that out. Let's pour that in there. No, I don't want to overdo it though. I really wanted to keep some of that red. I don't know, maybe I should have put that in on top. This is Deco Art Teal. Boop, done. Yay. And here is Garnet Extreme Sheen. We should be able to get some pearls out of that one. Let's see. Let's put it in the middle. My. It is a lot of paint. And then we have Aquamarine. I think this will be good, and I'm not going to overdo that one. I've got enough in here for another pour, actually. I really did mean to put some of this pearl in between some of those colors. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, anyway. I've got air bubbles because, well, like you just saw me add water to one of those anyway. Yeah, we've got some air bubbles. I should have just tapped the cups. Okay, this is my dump paint. It is black. Now I'm going to dump it in here. And then I'm going to use my heat gun to pop some of these bubbles instead of a torch. I think I'll just go ahead and pour it right here. Maybe a little more black. Yep. Good enough. Okay, let me get my heat gun out. Big noise. This pops bubbles too, so, as long as you got the heat. I don't have the flame, Okay, now I gotta hurry up and do this. Run as much of this off as I can right away. And the reason for that is, as you probably know, because then when you're getting pearls right away, they don't get all wonky on you as you're moving the paint off the canvas, which up top here, you can't see, that's going to happen because I'm not being fast enough. I'm going to try to pull it back a little bit there. see how much paint I still have on the canvas. I think it's looking good. So, you know, I was afraid I wasn't going to get a lot of pearls on all those leftover paints, but I think we're going to, and I think we're going to get some major big ones too. Look at the drippings down there. Wow. Okay. Let's see what we get here. That is so funny. My puppy just opened the door to the studio and walked in. So, do you hear a little whine or bark? That's my little puppy. Okay. All right. We've got some pretty crazy pearls popping up down here. And then over here, you know how I was saying if you don't do it really fast and get as much paint off right away, that you can get some crazy wonky cells. Well, that's going to happen to a few of them over here because it was just the movement of the paint. And like I said, you have to do it right away. Start moving that paint. Let me see what kind of movement I got on here. I did get a lot of red. I was hoping for red. Red and blue, and even though it's St. Patrick's Day today when I'm taping this, I probably should have done some green, right? But I don't have any leftover green, just that aquamarine was all I had. And a little bit of that is going to pop through, not much. I can see a little bit over there. But we are going to get a good amount of red because I dumped a lot of that in here. And that ice blue, I gotta say, that's probably my favorite color when I use it in these pearl dumps. So kind of swipe the bottom, get the edges so that the drips don't continue to pull paint. Again, I'm pouring on a 12 by 16 inch, and it's a cradle wood board. I've found that on occasion, very rare occasions, I might get a tiny bit of warp out of it, which does not make me happy, but for the most part, I get some good results on these. And it's kind of crazy the way the edges, this happens on the edges. And I get it over here too. Some folks probably don't like that. I think it's cool myself. I don't know. Look at these pearls popping up. People, look at this. I gotta get a good close up of that. Look at that. Wow, the blue. I love that ice blue. But we are gonna get major red going on here with that, well, you know, between the garnet and the fire opal. Oh, and, you know, I think I've mentioned this before, that I really love the pearls that pop out that look like flowers. And I'm getting some on here. Actually, I'm getting a lot of them on here. The ones that have, and you know what? Some people call a lot of them peacock cells. And the ones that come through with the colors popping through, yeah, those are beautiful peacock cells. But when they get that petal look around the outside with like that little tap color in the center, I think that's so cool looking. They're like a little flower pearl. I've got one over here. I don't know. I guess that gold finally decided to show up just a tad there. So let's give this a minute and we'll come back, and I'll bet you this is going to be just taken over totally with the pearls. I keep wanting to call them cells. But yeah, this is looking pretty majorly cool here. I do like my negative space, and I get a little bit disappointed if I don't get it. And it looks like the pearls are starting to eat up my negative space here. Sometimes I go back and I do touch up in that area and try to paint over some of the pearls. That is, if it doesn't totally take it over. And, you know, get my black out and try to paint over some of those pearls so I get that negative space there that I like. So Okay, let's come back and see in a few minutes what we've got. Well, this is just nuts. Look at these. These pearls totally took over this entire pour. It is not going to leave me hardly any negative space whatsoever. My own fault, of course, because I poured all that paint on there. There was a lot of paint. I mean, I've got to say, though, that this area through here is probably my favorite. And when I bring you down for a close-up, you'll see what I mean. The ice blue, the Deco Art ice blue, I think is what it's called, is coming through really fine right through here. I like that a lot. I have to make up some more of that so I can use it in my next pour to be more of a prominent color, as much as I like that. Obviously, I did not need to pour so much of that ruby, that Deco Art garnet, I'm sorry, down. I think that's what it was. I already threw the cup away, so I don't know. But the Festive Red, the Deco Art Festive Red, you can't really tell. This, you know, the Deco Art Festive Red, as you can see right here, is a really beautiful, like Christmassy, pearly red. And that's gone, because that garnet ate it up. Was it garnet or was it ruby? I can't even remember what it was. But it is totally eating up the painting. And it was garnet. That was the name of it, garnet. Extreme sheen. Well, that's it. That's why, because it was an extreme sheen. It's going to really get really bossy. Just like the extreme sheen 24 karat gold can do in a painting. So, yeah, so let's leave this be. We'll come back in just a little while and I'll give you a close-up, show you some of these pearls, what happened to them. And I am not a fan of great big, like elephant pearls. Sometimes I refer to them as that because they just, you know, I'm not a fan of that. So, and I've got some down here. So this probably won't be one of my favorite pours at all. But anyway, okay, let's come back and check it out. Well, here we go. This is the wet results. And there goes my negative space. Barely any left. Darn it. At the beginning, I said this is going to be a wacky, crazy pour, and it is. I don't like this kind of pour, the result that is on this. And some of these pearls go crazy wacky. Look at that pearl. What is that? There's a few of them in here that I really do like a lot. I love these flowery looking ones. But this area up through here is my favorite. You've got some, you know, different colors popping through. You've got the gold coming through. There's the festive red. Very tiny bit of red. And remember I said I was afraid I didn't use enough red? Oh, not. Yeah, so this area up through here is probably my favorite. And whatever happened to that folk art treasure, that folk art treasure gold antique copper, I have no idea. It is gone. It's gone forever. It's sunk. So there you have it. And I'm not even sure I'm going to waste any of my varnish on it. You know, I guess when I get disappointed in a pour, that's how I feel. But for sure, if I do, I will show you in my next video the results. So I appreciate you watching. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If you like, if you don't like, if you like any part of it all. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Y'all take care and be good to each other. Bye-bye.